Well, let's start with it. I've been on a lockdown for 65 days so far and counting. So I would say 9 days more to my number would not be a big difference. But I would say that the measures that have been implemented so far have seen the effects. They're working, because as you can see from the 26th of March, the growth rate of the coronavirus infection in Italy has almost halved, moving from an 8.2% to a 4.1%. That was what was reported yesterday. So I'm confident that if we extend the quarantine period, or this lockdown as people call it, we might finally see the light at the end of the tunnel.
And I understand you were working on developing a tourism business between China and Italy before the pandemic. What impact has this had on your livelihood?
That is correct. So Italy is a beautiful country, as many people know it. However, there is most of the tourism concentrated in the main cities of Italy, and the idea was to take, of course, international tourists, and mainly focusing on China, also given my experience, to smaller towns, to really see the marvels of Italy, what it has to offer, this beautiful country. However, now the pandemic has come, so we all have to adapt, move into more flexible, smart working ways. So it has affected the setup of the business, because of course it was meant to start this summer in Sardinia, and then it will have to be postponed, I would say, not in June, but maybe into August. So now what I'm focusing on is mainly all the digital parts, so working on the IT platform that will be mainly used for the promotion of the project and the booking of the project, and this is what it can be done. So yes, the coronavirus has affected the project.
And Mattia, how are you spending your time? How are you staying occupied during the lockdown?
That also depends on the weather, because if it is, luckily where I'm here, in Rapallo, we have a small garden, not that big, we have a small garden, but if it is sunny, we might all spend the day either sunbathing or working on the garden, attending to the flowers, cutting the grass. If it is cloudy, as for example today, we try to spend the time either reading or playing board games or talking to one another. Actually, this coronavirus is so interesting that for many of us, it's put us in a lockdown, but for others, it's kind of bringing people together. We're moving from, well, I haven't been with my family for 8 years, and this is a good time to catch up. We stayed already locked down here for almost a month. We've got more weeks to go, so